Michael Jackson has set another music industry record.
Michael Jackson, the king of pop, unexpectedly died.
Are both now reporting that Michael Jackson has died.
There was a lot of concern about kidnapping the body, about vandalizing the body. This was Michael Jackson under the influence of an intoxicant, and Conrad Murray, still knowing these things, continued to give him these drugs and these intoxicants.
Michael Jackson wasn't just the king of pop. He was a cultural icon who revolutionized music, dance, and entertainment. Behind the fame, though, was a life of struggles, reinvention, and unparalleled triumphs.
So I'll take that and use that as the main foundation for the track and build all the sounds around it.
From his rise as a child star to his legacy as a global phenomenon, and the lingering mystery of his sealed tomb. This is the life of Michael Jackson. The man who changed music forever. Family hardships, and his rise to stardom. In a cramped two-bedroom house in Gary, Indiana, Michael Jackson's journey began. Born the 8th of 10 children, Michael's childhood was far from idyllic. His father, Joe Jackson, was a stern disciplinarian who demanded perfection from his children, often resorting to physical punishment to enforce his rules. Michael later revealed that he lived in constant fear of his father's belt. But amidst the hardships, Michael's extraordinary talent shone through. At just 5 years old, he joined his brothers in a musical group that would eventually become the Jackson 5. Michael's mother, Catherine, recognized his gift and nurtured it, even as she worked long hours at Sears to support the family. Tragedy struck early when Michael's baby brother, Brandon, died shortly after birth. Despite the pain, the Jackson family persevered. By 1965, Michael had become the lead singer of the Jackson 5, his soulful voice and electrifying dance moves captivating audiences at local talent shows. The group's big break came in 1967 when they won an amateur night competition at the famed Apollo Theater in Harlem. From there, the Jackson 5 caught the attention of Motown Records. In 1969, with Diana Ross's help, the group signed with Motown and released their first single, I Want You Back. The song rocketed to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, and the Jackson 5 became an overnight sensation. Michael, at just 11 years old, was the undeniable star. His charisma, vocal range, and stage presence were unmatched. Hits like ABC, The Love You Save, and I'll Be There followed, cementing the Jackson 5's status as one of the most successful groups of the 1970s. But for Michael, this was just the beginning. His solo career loomed on the horizon, promising even greater heights and challenges. The hardships of his early life had forged an unbreakable determination within him, a determination that would propel him to become the king of pop and change the face of music forever. From studio sessions to global stardom. At just 13 years old, Michael Jackson embarked on a solo career that would redefine the music industry. His first solo single, Got to Be There, released in 1971, showcased his incredible vocal range and emotional depth. But it was his 5th solo album, Off the Wall, released in 1979, that truly launched him into the stratosphere of superstardom. Produced by Quincy Jones, Off the Wall was a groundbreaking fusion of pop, soul, funk, and disco. The album's first single, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, with its infectious beat and Michael's signature falsetto, became an instant classic. It earned Michael his first Grammy Award and set the stage for an album that would sell over 20 million copies worldwide. But Michael wasn't content to rest on his laurels. In 1982, he released Thriller, which would become the best-selling album of all time, with estimated sales of 66 million copies. The album's impact was not just commercial, but cultural. Michael's music videos for songs like Billie Jean and Beat It were mini-movies, featuring groundbreaking dance routines and special effects. The Thriller video, in particular, was a 14-minute horror-themed masterpiece that revolutionized the music video industry. Directed by John Landis, it featured Michael as a werewolf and a zombie, showcasing his incredible dance skills and transforming him into a global icon. The album's success was staggering. It spent 37 weeks at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart and produced 7 top 10 singles. At the 1984 Grammy Awards, Thriller won a record-breaking 8 awards, including Album of the Year. Michael's live performances were equally legendary. His moonwalk, first performed during the Motown 25th Anniversary Special in 1983, became one of the most iconic dance moves of all time. His victory tour with his brothers in 1984 was one of the largest grossing tours of the decade. Chart-topping hits and game-changing deals. As Michael Jackson's career soared to unprecedented heights, so did his business acumen. In 1985, he made a move that would prove to be one of the most astute in music history. He purchased the publishing rights to the Beatles' song catalog for $47.5 million, outbidding even Paul McCartney. The acquisition gave Michael control over some of the most valuable songs in music history, including Yesterday, Let It Be, and Hey Jude. The catalog generated millions in annual revenue, and its value would only continue to grow over time. But Michael wasn't done yet. In 1991, he signed a record-breaking $65 million contract with Sony Music, the largest ever at the time. The deal included a $5 million advance for each of his next 6 albums, plus $1 million for every album that sold over 5 million copies. Michael also became a pioneer in the world of endorsements. In 1983, he signed a $5 million deal with Pepsi that included a series of commercials and sponsorship of the Victory Tour. The partnership was a massive success, and Pepsi's market share increased by 8% as a result. With each passing year, Michael's financial power only continued to grow. In 1995, he merged his ATV Music catalog with Sony Music's publishing division, creating Sony ATV Music Publishing. The new company controlled over 250,000 songs, including hits by Elvis Presley, Bob Dylan, and Taylor Swift. By the time of his death in 2009, Michael Jackson's net worth was estimated to be around $500 million, making him one of the wealthiest musicians in history. His music and his business deals had set new standards for the industry, and his influence would continue to be felt for generations to come. Transformation, breaking barriers, shaping stardom. As Michael Jackson's fame reached stratospheric levels, he faced a series of personal and health challenges that threatened to derail his career. In the mid-1980s, rumors began to circulate about changes in his appearance. His skin, once a medium brown, was becoming increasingly pale. Speculation ran rampant, with some accusing him of bleaching his skin to appear more white. In reality, Michael was suffering from vitiligo, a condition that causes loss of skin pigment. He was also diagnosed with lupus, an autoimmune disease that can cause skin inflammation and damage. To even out his skin tone, Michael began using makeup and skin-lightening creams, a decision that would be the subject of much scrutiny and criticism. Despite these challenges, Michael continued to break barriers and make history. In 1985, he co-wrote We Are the World with Lionel Richie, a charity single that raised over $63 million for famine relief in Africa. The song featured an all-star cast of musicians, including Stevie Wonder, Paul Simon, and Tina Turner, and became a global phenomenon. That same year, Michael embarked on the Victory Tour with his brothers, which grossed over $75 million and set new records for ticket sales and attendance. He also continued his philanthropic work, donating millions to charities like the United Negro College Fund and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. But the media scrutiny only intensified as Michael's appearance continued to change. Rumors of excessive plastic surgery and skin bleaching persisted, overshadowing his musical accomplishments. In 1987, he released the album Bad, which produced 5 #1 singles and sold over 35 million copies worldwide. Yet, much of the media attention focused on his altered appearance and increasingly eccentric behavior. The price of fame, creating art under the spotlight. In the shadows of swirling